There you go, monument from the war. Lots and lots and lots of these around. All resistance monuments. All from about 1944, presumably that was mobilisation. And essentially they got told, slow everybody down. Das Reich division was down that way towards Montalban from what I can see. And they were trying to slow them down. Anyway, good morning everyone. Start with a bit of history, why not? Here we are, top of the world bar. Today is going to be a momentous day, he says in an optimistic fashion. Today is going to be the longest bike ride what I have ever done, he says. I'll talk more to you about it when I'm older and hopefully a bit warmer. Cheers. Up on the tops, on the Kos. Scenery is great. It's a lovely morning, freezing cold but a beautiful morning. Welcome to Marciac on an autumn Saturday morning. As you can see, excellently, stunningly beautiful place, absolutely nothing happening. It's pretty usual, deep France in autumn. There you go, really good morning for all of you who actually continued watching. We found ourselves in Marciac on a Saturday morning in autumn in deep France with absolutely nothing happening. And I can hear you now saying, well, what the hell are you filming this for then? Today we are making a record attempt, or at least my record attempt. I'm going to try and ride the furthest ride I've done, ever. And just to celebrate that, every car in the region's decided to pull up. I've never ridden 50k. Now I will grant you that some of this route helps me a little bit. It's essentially flat, apart from the last chunk where I have actually got some climbing. But basically, I'm going to, as part of the ongoing am I ever going to do the Camino side thing. And it's a beautiful morning. It's a bit chilly, or it was. It's starting to heat up now. I've taken the gilet off now. So I've come over the top, started up on the top. I haven't ridden a massive 12%er. Dropped down into the Cele valley, which is a little valley runs down, and I'm riding right the way down the valley. I'm going to turn left at the bottom, hopefully, and then head up the lot of my sort of normal training route, and that should come to just north of 50k. And to be honest with you, I know people will laugh at this, but for me, it's another milestone, it's another thing done, and it's turning legs, and I've got to go 400k a month and in some sort of quality, then 6, then 8 to be able to do the Camino. So it's a start. Another bit of news as well, because the winter's going to happen at some point and I'm horribly idle, I've decided to buy a smart trainer. I bought a kicker core basically. So I'm going to post how I get on with that, because I don't think I'm the sort of athlete that normally has one of those. Anyway guys, I'll take some shots of the valley. I'll talk to you again if I think of anything to say. Good to see you. I've got to get a shot of this. Can you imagine that in the UK? This guy's trying to win the award for the world's longest ladder on the world's smallest van. Look at the hell, look at the length of that thing about the van. I love France. Health and safety in action. See that up there? You really don't want to get on for realise you forgot the sugar, do you? Uglier places do exist, don't they? This place, I mean, you won't want to be here in that depths of winter because it will be freezing. But just look at it. This water comes through the cliffs. It's probably come from about 40k away through a whole pile of cave systems up towards Gramar and underneath the Kos basically. And yeah, and this is the result. It spits out here, runs down and actually turns out through down there. You'll see a little archway, goes underneath here and joins the river. Welcome to Cabrera. It has to be said, this is what makes autumn in this area just so good. I mean, look at this. Oh dear. It's hell, but I suppose I'll put up with it. Old 100 Years' War, castles there, beautiful river. And that's about 30k so far, so I've got about another 20 odd to do to break the world record, or at least the fat mark record. And I'm enjoying it actually, nice day. say goodbye to this Cele Valley, and this is the lot. And the first place you go is through a bloody great long freezing tunnel. Okay, quick sit rep. We're a good way down the Lot Valley, but in the direction of Kazar now. Excuse me, I'm sweaty now. I've just come through Tour de Four, which is where my mother and father-in-law live. I'm doing my normal trick. France, I keep saying, is lovely in autumn. It's also rubbish if you want to stop anywhere. I've been 4 restaurants, 2 bakeries, all of them shut at lunchtime. Why would you want to open at lunchtime if you sell food? I mean, it's just stupid, isn't it? Anyway, reading the Rome Wahooey jobby thing says I've got, if I want to bust 50, I've got about another 12.5 and 38.5 at the moment. So we're probably going to come in somewhere mid-50s, I don't really know, to be honest. But it'll definitely qualify as the longest ride. Nobody's died as yet. And I'm okay, really. Not bad. I mean, I'm beginning to feel it on my hands and my backside and things. But that's normal anyway when you got the weight I have. So I'll just stop for a drink. And I'm going to carry on. Cheers, guys. Yeah, one quick thought while I stop. I bought one of these little Atticus front baggy jobby things. I know I've got a triangle frame pack on there, but to be honest, with the camera gear and stuff like that, it's... Anyway, I thought, yeah, I like Atticus stuff. They generally make good gear. Anyway, first time I've used it, and to be honest, it's excellent. It's really good. I mean, like anything that's worth having, it's not super cheap. But having said that, who cares? It's going to last forever and it's damn good. So I could highly recommend that. And actually, I'm wearing Atticus tops as well. Believe it or not, they do them big enough for fat people. Quick bulletin. Here we are at the 42k Cele stop that's traditional. Well, it's 42k now anyway. Nobody's died. I figure I've probably got about 13 more, so it's going to end up with about 55, something like that. I may or may not do another bulletin, depending on how bad I feel. I'm okay so far. I can just feel it because I'm not used to. I'm just past the normal distance I do. But I'm alright, it's not terrible. Right, here we go. Carry onwards and that way. Another update, because I like a good update. It's better than a down day, isn't it? Right, well, here's the view. As you can see, back on the main lot. Heading back slowly, very slowly as it turns out, towards home. The only reason for the stop, well, actually it's technically the only excuse for the stop. That is the first time I've ever managed that. Hey everyone, right, well I'm back, following the 50k ride. In fact, I've been back for quite a while. I got back and immediately got flu, believe it or not, so I've been flat out. You can probably still hear it on my chest now. But we did the 50k, we broke the 50k barrier, believe it or not. I think I probably said on some of the ride vid that I decided to sort of just keep riding after Cele, and what I completely forgot was that there's about a 3-4k of 1.5 to 3.5% false flat climb all the way along the valley. So when the little ticker went to 50 and I stopped and took the picture that you just seen, I just climbed the 50. I just climbed for 4k, so that didn't make it any easier, but we did it. Other notable things about it, to be honest with you, like an idiot, I decided once I got to 50 that I'd do. I'm just going to then tap it home nice and gently, just get home. So I started riding. This is where bike computers are bad. I was looking at the Wahoo and it said to me average speed 18.2, 18.1, 18, 17.9. I got annoyed with it, so I decided, oh hell, I want at least 18. It'll annoy me if I don't. So I actually sprinted the last 4k to get the average speed back up. And I knew, because at the end I finished on a big hill up to my place, so I knew I was going to have to be over 18 point something in order to get an average of 18 at the end, because I didn't have that much distance. So I did it, but there was nothing left on that road. Anyway, whatever, it was an achievement for me. It was a new thing. Again, I've known I could do it, but I've just never actually gone and done it. Then I'm pushing out distances on rides now, so we'll see how that goes. And then we'll start trying to do them back to back, which will be interesting. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. It was a momentous day for me. I guess for people who ride 100 regularly it isn't, but it's quite a bloody distance for me, guys, so take care.